Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the Star Wars Black Series action figure of Mace Windu. I mostly really like this figure, except for one big thing, and if you know my other Star Wars Black Series reviews, then you can probably guess what that thing is. Yeah. It's the soft goods on this figure. I hate cloth on action figures, and this figure is just another example of why. The sculpted fabric texture of like his tunic looks great, and then the cloth of his robe looks cheap and doesn't match the figure. Also, like hoods just never work out. You know, it doesn't stay down good. It's all floofy, and then if you try to put it up over his head, like it's not great trying to get it in the correct position, and it doesn't lay right, and just like, man, cloth on action figures sucks. So let's just get rid of this, because underneath we do have a really rad looking Jedi action figure. The sculpt of his outfit looks freaking great. The sculpt, especially on his belt and the way it hangs down, the fact that it kind of reads the way like fabric lays, that's very nice. Also, the articulation, standard Black Series articulation we've come to expect. I like it. Good detail on the boots. Good detail on like the surface of the fabric. You can see here that it's not just smooth, it's got a nice little texture to it. Very intricate little texture to it, so that's fun. Wrinkling where it meets the belt is great. The little pouches and pockets on there look good. Little tiny bit of silver paint, really cleanly done there on the side too. But you can see more of that texture on the sleeves. And all the little folds going up to the shoulders, just great. A lot of standard Black Series articulation that we've come to expect. However, one thing worth noting is the sort of newer head they've been doing, the new neck joint, where not just the head moves, but there is a ball-jointed neck at the bottom. But considering that the head only moves forward about, not the head, the neck only comes forward about that much, I currently don't see what the point is. What I do really like, though, is this likeness. It really reads like Samuel L. Jackson. Just like the cheeks and where they meet his nose, his chin, his lips, his brow, his eyes, like the brow right over his eyes, like just the lower eyelids, from like every imaginable angle, this totally reads like Samuel L. Jackson. Great paint job, good eyebrows, like the captures intensity. What's not to love? The lightsaber here is really cool. This is his, I believe it's episode 2 and 3 lightsaber, with the purple blade, which you normally can pull out, but I was having a hard time pulling it out. I'm afraid I'm going to break that little connection point in there, the little plastic nubbin, so I'm just going to leave it in. But yeah, really solid figure. Like, you look at this just chilling on the tabletop, and it reads awesome. Having the lightsaber is really fun. I love just like his demeanor and his face. It looks good, you know, with the lightsaber up. You can put him in little. They just released the new battle droid, so obviously you can have him if you want to actually play with your figure or pose it with a battle droid, or if you want with Jango Fett. Now I want them to make like a little Boba Fett who can be all sad about his decapitated daddy. But yeah, rad figure. And I mean, I guess if I wanted them to like make a sculpted robe that went over this instead of cloth, I don't know. Back in the 90s when they were doing that, it was just like a single arm joint that came forward, so you could sculpt a whole plastic outer robe. But now with this much articulation, if they did, you know, make a brown robe like this, it would have to have multiple joints, and it probably wouldn't look that good in plastic form. So I get it why they did this. I just don't like it, and thankfully he looks good on his own without it. So yay for that. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want, you can follow me on social media and all that stuff. Here are the links.